My name is Faustina, and Jesus turned my life around. My life was a mess before I met Jesus. I was raised in Northern California. I was raised a Catholic. I got pregnant when I was 15, but the Lord was always with me. I was always a believer, not a follower though. I started using drugs. I got addicted to heroin. I ended up in prison. And finally I stopped and said, I need to do something different. And from there I started working, and I got into a big company and was in corporate, did all those things of the world, thought that's what I wanted. I ended up in a relationship with a woman for over 20 years. Couldn't figure out how I could get out of that. Just kept running and doing stuff my own way, not listening to the Lord. Finally, I got sick. I got real sick. And I was going to church periodically with my daughter. And she took me to her church so that they could pray for me. I knew then that something was going to change, because all those people were praying for me with hands on me, and I could hear the Lord telling me, I have more for you. My plans for you are more than you even know, and I'm here with you now. And even though they prayed for me, I wasn't sure, but I went back to the doctor, and they told me that it was gone, and that I had been cured, and that it was a miracle. And so I was going back to the doctor so that I could get checked to make sure that everything was all right, and I am still all right. But at that time, I said to myself, there's something, I got to do something. I have to do something. I need to find a church. But I was so broken, I just didn't, I wanted a place where I can connect with people and do life with people and know that I wasn't alone. So when I came to the Vineyard on that day, on that Easter Sunday, I met the pastors, and I told them my story right there in front of everybody. I told them that was in a relationship with a woman, and I had been in a relationship for 20 years, and if there was going to be any problem with me coming to their church. And they just opened their arms and loved me, and I've been loved ever since. I feel so loved here coming to the church, being here with others, knowing that there's other people that are just as broken as I am, and that we can all do life together, and that God is always with us, and that we never have to be alone, that He's accessible to everybody, just the way you are. You don't have to put on any fancy clothes, you don't have to do any fancy praying, you just have to cry out to Him and trust in Him. Like I said, I was a believer, but I didn't follow Him. Now that I know that He loves me, and I think I'm pretty special because He's there for me, that He loves me as much as He does. Yeah.